What's up, boys? We're back with some more of the huge Titan update for Soulstone survivors. We're continuing with the healer paladin run. We've also got, let's see, multicast of swing, pretty good, yep. We've also got arcane power for huge multicast chance. This gives a bunch of different buffs and debuffs, so lots of utility there. And then everything else stacks purity or something else, sometimes two things. But purity will give us extra healing every certain number of triggers. And we're stacking that to get a bunch of healing. Multicast of frontal, that's pretty solid. So we're trying to get 5 Titans slain so I can unlock the new Shaman class. But we're already like 50 minutes into the run, plus time choosing stuff. And looking through all the options and all. So, probably well over an hour of real life time for that. Needed a quick break to get some water and go to the bathroom. And that's probably too long for a YouTube video anyway, so we're going to split it up a bit. Cast Holy, instantly triggers swing, that's very good. We have tons of Holy and quite a few swing things. And yeah, I'm trying to, area, yeah, that's very good. I'm trying to prioritize the stats that will both increase our damage and healing at the same time, like cast speed, multicast, stuff like that. Let's reroll that. That's fine. And I also want a decent amount of survivability to guarantee that I can't be one-shot, so that we have plenty of time to heal up with all of the heal spam. So I'm taking armor and health, block power whenever they're available at a decent rarity area of a bunch of stuff. Improve the non-holy stuff. That looks very good. I found that early on we ran into bosses just completely spamming the place with damage over time effects that sit on the ground and just never disappear for the entire fight. So it seems like you have to have a decent amount of healing for these. Either that or just absolutely insane damage that might not even be possible. So the healing sounded easier, and it also gives me a lot more room to make mistakes. Damage of smite, I'll take the purple area for everything. Cast for just one skill in there. Blue block's fine. So with Paladin, we collect these holy energy orbs, and then once we get enough of them, it'll give a temporary buff. I don't remember what stats it gives, since it's been a while since I looked at any of the skill trees in this game. It definitely gives me some movement speed, probably some cast speed as well, I would guess. So this will make the buff last longer. I guess I'll try out some of that. There we go, I think that was the trigger, and we're much faster. So we'll improve those 3 based on swing, sounds pretty good. Let's go for the green global upgrade there. Purple multicast. Yeah, a single run in this game can take a very long time now, since you can just keep going and going and scaling up the bosses even more. So we're guaranteed a legendary on everything for every 25 levels of one of the runes I took. Holy and a swing, that's very good. Holy improves non-holy. I think we'll take these two. So we'll lock that, grab that. And then we can go ahead and take that now. Nah. Ooh, multicast of heroic. Holy can cast an instant swing. I think that's actually way better since that applies to everything. It's not bad, but we could lock it. I don't think we really need to though. Swing improves non-swing, pretty good. Green cast speed is decent. There's also some unique, like, per run upgrades you can get, but I don't see them listed over there. I've gotten some various, like, buffs and debuffs on basically all of my hits, I think. I think one of them gives me, like, block chance, maybe? Potency onto the arcane power, that's pretty good for extra multicast. And then I think something related to crit stacking up on enemies. That's actually a really bad spot for bosses. Uh-oh. There's so little room to move around here. Oh, maybe I can squeeze through there? Green crit damage don't have that much. Yeah, this might be bad, actually. Hopefully I'm tanky enough for this. I just hate how there's these permanent damage areas all over the place that just never go away. It just seems so stupid. And that's why I went for the full healer build, so we can actually survive these and not die to the damage over time. Activates multiple skills, yup. We can increase the buff up time. I guess we'll try some more of that. Alright, I think I'm gonna hang out over here and try to finish off the ice guy since he's fairly low. I guess all of them are, but he's kind of more isolated. Well, there's so many AoEs going on over there. Holy, and a swing, yep. Swing into those three, that looks pretty good. No, another boss fight. Why, man? It takes so long and there's so many damage areas. It's kind of annoying that my little paladin things can spawn out there. That should be the best. Extra multi-strike for everything. Or maybe that happened before I triggered the boss fight, actually. No, that one is fresh, so they do spawn outside there. Nah. Ooh, blue cast speed. Yep. Well, the healing seems pretty good at least. Area that only really affects smite, since that always affects me anyways. I guess we'll take it. Damage for just one skill. Ooh, crit damage for everything. Or actually, I think that was crit chance. I don't know. One of those. They're both good. Holy improves other stuff. So now we're ready for the 4th Titan, which is going to be a very long fight, and then it'll be just one more and we can unlock the new Shaman class. Billion HP. Oh boy. If only we could just keep stacking effects up infinitely, but I think all buffs and debuffs have like their own timer per stack. So yeah, this is gonna take quite a while. Okay, I don't know how I was supposed to move out of that one. Double slash holy into all of that. That's okay. area for just one. We can do better. Cast speed for everything is not bad. I understand he's a Titan, but I think the fight could be a bit faster than this, maybe? Just so much dodging for so long. Oh, that's so many circles, Jesus. Swing improves those two. Ow. We have a third of his HP gone, my god. He's so tanky. Oh, I shouldn't stay in the middle of that. Finesse, chance to gain bulwark. I already have a copy of that, but I think it's not bad. We have a decent amount of finesse, and then that gives me extra block. Yeah, I think I'll take that. Block is doing some heavy lifting on this fight. So is dodge, whatever that's coming from. There's just so many circles, man. I hate circles. Is dodge like if you dash out of something? Yeah, I don't remember that being an actual stat. Maybe it is just when you dash at the same time you get iframes on it. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. I feel like my eyes are getting tired from trying to find all the paladin pickups that dodge all of the insane numbers of red circles while also moving around pretty fast. God, this is just such a long fight. I don't know, it seems like you take damage even when you dash out of that sometimes. Which makes me think this would be almost impossible without all of the healing. Purple for only those two. Yeah, that's still decent. I can't move. Probably cast speed will give me more damage here. Get more of our buffs and debuffs stacked up. This just seems insane for a single boss fight. Can I base tank him with my healing? I'm so tired of dodging, man. I should probably get off the volcanoes at least, since those have a ton of projectiles, it seems like. As long as I don't get one shot. Shattered, that could be pretty helpful. Reduces armor power. Increase the power from purity. Oh, that would also be pretty good. Since we have so many of those, I think I'm gonna go for the stacking armor reduction though. Hopefully that'll help out with the boss fights. And then we have 3 other upgrades that are kind of like that. Adding debuffs or buffs that we don't normally have access to. So I've actually fought all of these. This one seemed to be easiest, I think. So we'll just do that again then. Potency of arcane power is pretty good. So legendaries holy into swing, that's good. Holy improves non-holy. Area of almost everything. So I think we'll probably take the outside ones here. Man, I kind of want to just AFK every fight, but at the same time, we're only one Titan away from the new class, and I also don't want to mess that up. God, I hope the next one doesn't take so insanely long. Grab the other one now. Swing improves the other stuff. Thank God, just some regular elite mobs. That's so easy compared to the shadows of the bosses. Do the white objectives always give you like super easy stuff? What is that? Maybe just a decoration, I guess. Swing improves the other stuff. I think the blue is 5 of those, right? 3. Oh, maybe not. But at least we got the cultist, so that should still be quick. We're almost at the end of the run. You do get quite a bit of XP during the Titan fight, just due to how slow they are, though. I guess we'll take that. Okay, we're not almost at the end of the run, we're almost at the final fight, is what it would be technically. Multicast of Holy, that's fantastic. There's no respawn on the white's objective. No, Shadows of the Void, why? Area, so really just smite there. I think this will probably give me more damage then. We have tons of area and not that much cast speed. At least there's only 2, and they don't really have that many ground effects. Damage of just 1, nah. Ooh, multicast. Yup. Blue damage. I want more damage. I guess we'll try it. Might be bad losing the movement speed, but oh well. I don't think I'm going to take that again. Area for basically just smite. We'll take the blue crit damage, I think. Oh my god, 15 billion health. Jesus Christ. Haven't I suffered enough already? Can I take some hits? I don't know if I want to risk it. I'm probably just gonna get tired and end up taking some from exhaustion at some point anyways. 15 billion is just insane. Double slash. Let's try and find some damage at a decent rarity. Swing into holy, that's good. Oh, I don't remember that bomb attack before. Do they gain new skills as you kill them in this run? Maybe I just never noticed it before. Swing improves those 3, that's pretty good. I feel like the game could really use a way to like pause your current run and then resume it at a later session now, with how long these boss fights are. Improve all of those, that's pretty good. So what kind of stats did I get up to here? 72% block, 40% armor reduction. think I just walked into that mine. Oops. Finesse will give us extra block. Holy will improve those two. Well, the block is saving me so much HP. Check what I can get up to in a minute with the extra stacks on the mats. %75%. We're almost halfway. Area of swing. Holy improves those. That's a decent increase, I guess. For 2 basically. I'll take some purple multicast, I think. Improve those 2. Let's see what else we got. Potency on that I think is pretty good. Tons of multicast. feels like this room should just be a square, but there's like little pieces of terrain that just stick in and sometimes block your dash, which is super annoying. Like, they don't really serve any purpose other than just glitching out your dash, I feel like. Yeah, sure. Ah! Please, just a little bit more. We almost have one of them dead, and then it'll be a lot easier. My eyes are just getting so tired at this point from all the circles. We have just the range guy now. I guess he's basically dead now, anyways, it doesn't really matter. And there's no way I'm doing more than this. We already have one copy of that. And then that's just some small stats, unless this is multiplicative. In which case it would be okay. But I mean, I'm gonna end now. Can I see what the difference between these is? I don't remember. It doesn't tell me which is which. Okay, that's the end. We got the Shaman unlocked finally. So Smite was the biggest damage, Heroic Strike was not bad, and then that has a ton of useful utility on it. Lots of block power, multicast, and then also reduces the damage that they deal. So that was a ton of survivability, a little bit of multicast, as well as being one of my top skills. Beacon of Light, the extra expose was pretty nice damage, one of the healing skills. Smite is purely a healing skill, but at least it had some good damage to go with that. Double Slash was that one. Then Hammer of Justice, Finesse and Purity, piercing for a bit of extra damage. Electrified, that's a debuff, right? Templar's Verdict, we used that for a while and then swapped it out, same with Armor Shatter. Arcane Power was 350% multicast. Man, some of those bosses were a slog to get through. 40.5% armor, 7 flat reduction, and over 75% block power when we had all of the buffs stacked up. Poisonous Thorn hits enemies in a long line in the target direction, causing damage and applying poison. Poison is multiplied based on your health. Gain Ancestry. Whenever you cast a skill, consume 20 stacks to summon a totem that causes damage based on your maximum health, up to 7. So yeah, very HP based. Sounds kind of interesting to try out at some point, but I definitely need a break for now. 1 stack of that. Sounds like lots of poison damage though. And then he should have some other skill over here. That was the one we just saw. So that looks similar, 1 Ancestry, pretty big poison with a much shorter cooldown. Has some other poison, holy, fire, arcane stuff, earth. Let's see, I got 11 more paladin points. Looks like that's not even maxed out, huh? Oh, I can see what this does now. Find slivers of holy light receiving divine inspiration, receiving major improvements. That doesn't tell me what it does. You can find slivers faster, increases damage modifier while vengeful. Increases area modifier. Extra healing with purity there. Take damage, increase your critical damage. Oh, that would have been pretty good there. Critical chance against low HP enemies. Damage all vengeful. Cast frequency all vengeful. Less than 15% health. That wouldn't have done much. Oh, decent crit damage, that's not bad. Armor. Then we have 5 more. Man, all of that, and it's still like another 5 runs or something to max out just this one skill tree. Crazy. It would take so long to max this all out. Oh, who's that? Oh, the Myrmidon does have a tree. Okay, I missed that earlier. Fury in the Seas, casting Oceanic Strike frequently, receiving major improvements while our fervor lasts. Sounds cool. And a fervor on kill, critical chance. All skills have a chance to apply slow. I think we had all of these already, but that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.